Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do something a little different. It's not a haul, it's not a makeup tutorial. I wanted to show you guys some of like my must-have products. So I do have like some hair products, some skincare, just stuff that I reach for on the regular. Like monthly favorites, but like all-time favorites, you know? You know how you have like your go-to products that you just always find yourself repurchasing? I guess we'll go with that. Like extra tanned in here. Whew. So if you guys want to see some of my favorite products, then just stick around. Okay, so I think we'll start with hair products. I don't have as many of those as I do skincare ones, so we'll start with the easy stuff first. So I'm going to start with my favorite hair mask. So I'm going to say I do a hair mask maybe a couple times a week. Like my skin, my scalp gets really dry, especially right now in the winter time, so I like to keep up on it as much as I possibly can. Peach, yes, you look scary doing that, but I use the Tresemme Expert Selection. It just looks like this. The stupid light. I find it very helpful with keeping my scalp nice and moisturized. That's so weird to say, but just to prevent any flakes or anything like that. So it has coconut milk in it and aloe vera, and I love anything with coconut in it, so it feels so soft and it makes it look shiny. And to be completely honest, I'm not very high maintenance when it comes to my hair, which I know is bad, but I just like to keep it dark. I find that's when it looks the healthiest and, you know, the shiniest for me. I don't really do much to it, so I mean the least I can do is give it a little mask here and there. So my hair naturally is definitely not like this. It's more frizzy, it's very thick and curly, so typically, well, it's really rare that I actually wear it natural, which I kind of want to start doing, because I do feel like I have nice curls. It's just the frizziness gets to me, and it's so thick that sometimes my hair just feels so heavy. This conditioner really helps just keep it looking as healthy as possible. So this is the Argan Oil of Morocco. It's one of the OGX, what it's called. This one's a conditioner. I don't really use the shampoo, I just use the conditioner. One is Extra Strength, Hydrate, and Revive. Again, anything with hydration, I'm like here for it. You'll notice with like hair stuff and all the skin stuff I use is like very geared towards hydration, because I literally am just the driest human being possible and it really sucks. So moisture is such a lifesaver. Really like this conditioner. It smells really good. Surprisingly, it's not coconut. So I do tend to use a lot of heat on my hair. I try not to blow dry it, because usually when I straighten it, I will use a straightener and then I use a wand to curl it. So I try to not add in like the blow dryer too, plus it just makes me have like the wildest hair. This is really nice for kind of keeping it healthy and shiny and looking fabulous. So like I said, I do tend to straighten my hair a lot just to curl it, which kind of seems very counterproductive, because it's very rare that I wear my hair straight, because I'm not a fan of how it looks on me. So I do like to always have like a little bit of a curl or something going on. But before I straighten it, I like to use this guy. It's the Garnier Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz Serum for frizzy, dry hair. So like, applies to me. I really like this. It also smells really good, and it just kind of makes my hair as straight as it possibly can go. Not that I'm looking for it to be like pin straight, because like I said, I usually just put some kind of like some sort of wave in it anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's like pin straight. But when my hair dries naturally, it has a lot of curl, especially near like my roots, and I get like those tiny like really tight curls, so it just kind of helps get those as straight as I possibly can, so I don't have like frizzy flyaways, because I do have a lot of like flyaways and baby hairs too, and they just like to curl out of control. So this kind of just helps me control that. My last like hair product, but this is more of like a hair tool. You know, it's a couple videos ago, I picked up a new curling wand because the one I had was like a tapered wand, and I kind of wanted just the one size barrel all the way around. So I ended up picking up this wand. It's from Conair, and it's a 1-inch barrel, and I told you guys I would like keep you updated on how I liked it, and I really like it a lot. It kind of just gives you like a subtle kind of wave, not too tight of a curl or anything, which I like. So, and it was super cheap. I remember it being like $15 to $17 range, so yeah, I definitely think this is really good for the price. I really want to learn how to curl my hair with a straightener, but I feel like I've tried so many times and it just, like, I can't do it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it just will not work for me. Okay, so I lied. I have one more hair product of like flyaways and like baby hairs and that get, you know, really frizzy, and they just stick out all over the place and I kind of look crazy. So I just like to like tame them, smooth them down. So I like to use this finishing cream. It's by John Frieda, and it's the Brilliant Brunette Liquid Shine finishing cream. It just looks like this. So I kind of just use it to like smooth things out like on top, and the hairs that are like around here and like around my ears that tend to be a little on the wild side and a little hard for me to straighten, because it's hard to get the straightener super close to like the root of those hairs. So it just kind of helps me control everything without using hairspray, because I don't always like to use it because I don't want my hair to feel crunchy. Unless I'm going to wash it that night, I don't mind, but if I want to have it for like a couple days, then I just like to use a little bit of this just to kind of tame those areas. So next we'll move on to skincare. I feel like I kind of have a lot of products to show that are some of my favorites. No, not some of my favorites, they're all my favorites. But not to ramble too much, I will just get straight to the point. I know you guys want to listen to me for hours. The first thing I'm going to talk about is my favorite lotion, because I feel like this is just necessary. The Marc Anthony Hydrating Coconut Oil and Shea Butter. Looks like this. It's like my favorite lotion. I basically like to put it on all the time. Whenever I get bored and just like see it sitting there, you just put it on. I keep it on like my nightstand just so it's there. Not only that, but I have two that I like to carry in my purse. So one's this one, which is the same one, and then I have the Renewing Macadamia Oil Extra Nourishing Hand Cream. I feel like you can never have enough hand creams in your purse, so I just like to have two on hand. This one's low, so I got a backup when I run out. Sometimes if my hands get super dry, they start to crack and bleed. I know it's disgusting. It also is super sore, but I haven't had those issues yet this winter. I feel like I'm gonna make it through this winter without them for once. But yeah, I just really like to have these on hand. I just put on lotion when I'm bored all the time, so you know, what a life. Okay, so I'll start with this cleanser first. This is the Olay Cleansing Infusion Hydrating Glow Facial Cleanser. Keep this in the shower, so every time I shower I'll just keep this in there as a reminder to use it. So I use it like every other day. Skin is a little on the sensitive side, so sometimes if I use the beads too much, it just irritates my skin, so I do use it like every other day. I really like it. It just leaves my face feeling like super clean, and like I scrub off. I feel like it helps me scrub off like all my makeup that I might miss otherwise, and like all you know, the dead skin and stuff, so it's nice to do every couple days. And I have this mask right here. It's by Freeman. It's the Dead Sea Minerals Anti-Stress Mask. It clears pores and smooths skin. I don't know if this makes me any less stressed, to be honest, but I really like this. I do have huge pores, well, like, I think they're huge, and I do kind of have some texture problems on my skin, so I feel like this, I don't know if it necessarily helps it, but I know after I use it, my skin feels super soft, very clean. Again, I typically use this in the shower just because it's like this bright blue color, like this. And if I try to wash it off at just the sink, I get water everywhere and it's just a big mess. And I just find that with masks like this, it's easier for me to do them in the shower because I'm under the water anyways. They're just a lot easier to rinse off than me standing in front of the sink and just splashing water on my face like those commercials, and I'm just not graceful. It gets everywhere and I don't want to clean it up, so shower. From Origins, it's the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask to quench skin's thirst. I use this a couple times a week, I would say. I'd say it kind of smells like oranges. It smells very citrusy. It isn't a mask you just rub into your skin and leave it on. I typically put it on before I go to bed. Definitely notice a difference in the morning. My skin feels super soft and like kind of like plump. Recommend this. I feel like even if you don't have dry skin, I feel like if you have oily skin, this still would work. I don't wake up feeling like I'm greasy or anything. Like, it all gets absorbed. So, and more masks, as I just love masks. I really like the ones from Sephora, but I don't have any right now. I'm all out, and there's not a Sephora that's close. Not that I have to go, because I just will buy things I don't need. But I have the Neutrogena Hydro Boost mask. I really like this one, and I also like the Moisture Bomb. Is it from Garnier? Anywho, yeah, I'm a big fan of sheet masks, the hydrating ones. You just sit there for like 15 minutes and you just marinate in it. It's great. So I'll also talk about my favorite makeup removers. I do like Neutrogena ones, that's what I'm going to show you, but I used to use the blue ones, like just the normal ones. I've tried the pink ones. I think they're like the overnight ones. Wasn't a big fan. They kind of made me super red, but I found these ones, the hydrating ones. Love these ones. I think I like them more than the original. Find that sometimes when you use makeup wipes, your face feels super dry after, but with these ones, I don't feel like that happens. So I still use the blue ones if I have to, but I definitely prefer the hydrating ones. I know I'm like really, my dad just decides to start hammering stuff into the wall. Like, how dare you? I know I'm like sitting here rambling on about like skincare and blah blah blah, but to be completely honest, I never used to care about my skin, like, ever. When I was a teenager, I did not give an F about anything. Well, not about anything, but just about my skin. It's not something I ever really paid attention to. But as I got older and I thought, you know, this is the only skin I'm gonna have, I need to take care of it now because I don't want to get prematurely wrinkly, you know? So I'm trying my best. I find it sometimes hard, like, you're laying in bed, you know you need to take off your makeup, but you just don't want to. And like, I totally get it. I feel that way sometimes too. Like, I don't want to get up and wash my face or go through my whole like routine, and I'll be honest, sometimes I don't. I should. I'm guilty. I've slept with makeup on before. I think we all have, which I get it. It's hard. I struggle with it too. Believe me, it's taken a long time for me to get in a routine. Kind of seems a little daunting too, because you have to go through, you know, quite a few products before you find ones that work for you or that you like. So the next thing I have is the Kopari Coconut Rose Toner. I usually use this whenever I just feel like I need like to refresh my face, like at night before I go to bed, or sometimes in the morning after I put on like moisturizer and everything. I kind of will just use this to make me feel like fresh, you know, and glowy. Also smells really good. Smells like coconut, of course, because like I said, I'm obsessed with anything coconut. It's the best. I always want to feel like I'm on a tropical island. Then I have the Josie Maran 100% pure argan oil. So I usually use this at nighttime. So I basically just lather my face in it. I make sure I get it, my eyebrows, my eyelashes, just so I have some extra moisture. I just kind of let it sink in overnight. Just leaves my skin feeling super smooth and hydrated in the morning, which I really like. So the last products I have are all from Fresh Beauty. Kind of looks like I have a mullet. I find it really works for my sensitive skin. I think I came across them, I want to say a couple of years ago. I was at Sephora. I was looking at all the skincare, just so overwhelmed by all the choices. I had no clue where to start. Kind of knew what I was looking for, but again, there's like so many choices. I kind of was just overwhelmed by everything. Girls that worked there came up to me and we kind of went through, did like a little test of like the problems I had with my skin and like the texture and whether it was dry, oily, those kind of things. And she kind of picked out products for me, gave me like a mini facial right then and there. Since then I've been hooked on Fresh Beauty. I just think it's amazing. I actually really want to try Drunk Elephant. I always hear really good things about them. It's a little on the pricey side, so I'll have to save up to try something from them. Probably like something hydrating. How typical of me. The first thing I will talk about is the Fresh Sugar Lip Caramel. Is it caramel or caramel? Hydrating balm. It's just like a lip balm, like hit pan on it. I love it so much. It smells really good. It's super hydrating and it doesn't leave my lips feeling super like sticky or like clumpy or anything like that. It just like leaves them nice and smooth. Nice when you wear like liquid lipsticks and that, just to have a nice like smooth lip because you don't want it to flake off. So I keep this in like my coat pocket and I just always have it on me just in case. So I also have the Sea Berry Skin Nutrition Cleansing Oil. I use this, well first I use a makeup wipe to take my makeup off, and then I'll go in with like a cotton round or cotton pad and with this to makeup that like the makeup wipe didn't get, because it doesn't always get everything. You should still wash your face. And a little definitely goes a long way. I've had this for quite a while and there's still a ton of it left. So it's definitely worth it, I think. These last two things are like my favorite skincare products. We have the Fresh Rose Face Mask. Infused with real rose petals, hydrates and tones. It smells so good. If you like roses, you will love this. And it has like the tiny little like rose petals inside. I think this is still my first jar. I definitely use it very sparingly because it is on the pricey side. I believe this is $75, but it has lasted me a long time. I'm just getting low now. It's not something I use every single day, and when I do use it, I just use it on the spots where I have really bad redness. It just kind of like tones it down a little bit. So like on my cheeks, I put it on my chin and on my forehead, kind of like in my T-zone area. Although it is pricey, I'd highly recommend it. It's actually amazing. One more thing, it kind of goes along with the face mask. It's the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. I know I've repurchased this. I think this is my second one. Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Mask Cream delivers intense 24-hour moisture for normal to dry skin. Again, smells like roses, so good. I use the rose mask. I do use this one also. I try to use them together just to get the most like effectiveness out of them. I do find that they obviously complement one another. I kind of like to alternate. Like some nights I use the Origins, like the leave-on face mask, or I will use the argan oil, and then the other nights I'll use these two together. So it all just kind of depends, but I find that they all, for me personally, they work really well together. But again, it's all personal preference, like what you find works for you. I find that the products I use are more geared towards, you know, dry skin, stuff like that, because that is what I struggle with the most. I know that was like a Fresh Beauty overload, not sponsored or anything. I mean, I wish it were, but it's not. I just really love their products, and I found that they really work for me, so I definitely recommend them. Well, I think that's all I have to tell you guys about. Maybe leave in the comments down below any of your favorite beauty products that you think I should give a try. I would love that. I love finding new things. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Funny, I was just talking about how dry I am, but right now I look greasy as hell. That's how she rolls.